It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see who can claim Big Apple bragging rights. It's the New York Jets and the New York Giants, and it's coming up next.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east, and we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Panay Wanwu now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the man from Ohio State, 6'3", Justin Fields.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback, but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him, because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught over the middle, it's Wilson. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect.
The blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He gets this one complete to Reynolds. 11 yards on the connection there, and the Jets have a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A give. Here's Hall. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Second down and 8. Here's Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he will get into the end zone. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On third down, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Jets offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Fields now. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Olsen Adebo is there to make the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Fields to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. He's going to run it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
We are through 1. The Jets have the advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
That one taken in by Corley. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They're called in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Now Zerline for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0.
Giants nothing.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Give him 16 there, and a 1st down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's pushing tacklers away as he takes it forward for a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They go play action now. Wilson. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball down.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 14-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Fields gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. one to Corley. He's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Giants offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. A short one there to Bellinger. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again, Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Wilson to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
A 24-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fields. A pass deep for Reynolds. That is caught! And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
On the give, it's Tracy. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Quinton Williams there to make the play.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's gonna get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. He'll get about 2. Quinton Williams there to make the play.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his tight end, Bellinger. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He runs with it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Russ. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Gano on to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Giants move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Field. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it. Gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
Fields now on 2nd down. He's got it to the 20. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Jets. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On 1st down, Wilson connects with his big tight end, Manhurts. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
The Giants sending out their punter. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jets offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it'll be 2nd down. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll work this out to the 23. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Whoa! He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Give up the middle with Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Fields. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time He recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
On second down, a run with Hall. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. Here's Fields. It's out wide. They're trying the tight end screen. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They're going to go, and it's Hall. And he's going to have the Jets first down as they get 4 on 4th and inches.
Automatic first down.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made by Tirico. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 25-yard line.
Play action now for Fields. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Olsen there, and now it's 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run with Tracy. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A carry here for Tracy. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, And it'll bring up third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fields. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Fields to throw. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to run with Hall. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down. Fields to throw for it. Good blocking, and he's in
That's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. With that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Extra point try now for Zerlock. It's up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second down and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He finds his tight end, Bellinger. 17 yards on that play. First down, Giants.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Throwing again, Wilson. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Wilson will throw again. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
You can see the look on that quarterback's face. He took a big, deep breath. He knows he might have gotten away with one. He's trying to give his receiver a chance in the end zone to go get it. The defender got there first, and fortunately for him, he didn't come away with the interception.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. One final play. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory.